What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Just Name Podcast with your hosts, Martin and Loveless.
What's up, guys?
And if you are new here, welcome.
Welcome.
And this is the podcast where Loveless makes best friends with a stripper.
Stripper?
Yep, stripper.
Do I know anyone that's a stripper? Do you know anyone?
Kinda.
I would say kinda too.
That one girl, I don't want to say her name because none of my business, but
Yeah.
maybe you know her, you know?
I think probably like...
Okay, I'll say what her name starts with, but we can't say her name.
Oh, that's okay.
Do you know her name? Do you know who I'm talking about?
If you're,
If you can say it.
it starts with a G.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
we
know. Okay. Yeah, I think besides her, I think I probably know one more, but I don't think I know a lot of people that are strippers.
Uh-huh.
I know a lot of people who talk about like, oh, you know what, maybe that should be the life of the money, part. But I don't know about anyone like really knowing like someone that's a stripper. I don't think I know personally like that.
Oh, shoot.
Cardi B?
I think I could have known her personally like that.
I think
it's just
probably used to know personally.
Yeah, I used to know her personally, but then she changed.
We just grew apart,
She changed places, and then it ended up growing apart.
Yeah. Dude, that's why that's probably the thing. Is like I know of one, I just don't know her personally to say.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Like that.
That's fair.
Yes, not knocking anybody that is a stripper. Make your money. Do what you gotta do. Make them bands. Shake
Would
that
you be
ass.
comfortable with your friends being one?
I wouldn't mind.
And then them being like, "Hey, come see me perform."
Okay, see, difference is if someone asks me to come see them, you got to talk to my girlfriend first. There's a difference. I can't just show up to a
Okay, what if it's like your girlfriend's friend?
Okay, that's her half naked. That doesn't put me in a good place to where like, oh, I see your friend half naked.
Yeah.
It's not
weird,
you,
right?
but your friend, and we're supporting her.
If Laurelin's fine with it, you go see them, right?
If she was fine with it, okay, then yeah, whatever. But if she's not fine with it, then yeah, I probably wouldn't go.
Yeah, if that happened to me, I would be like, no.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get my ass beat, just for.
I'm not taking any chances.
Just for an hour or 2 hours of fun. Yeah, I'm not gonna get my ass beat, ruin my life.
Not worth it.
I'm cool. I'm cool.
Stay in the corner.
I'm not trying to move out right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could be. Well, actually, I could be friends with a stripper. I just wouldn't go see him.
Yeah, I can see it. Same thing. I could be friends with a stripper or someone that's doing like
adult
something that kind of business. I would say like like Vietnamese coffee shops and stuff like that.
Sure, okay.
I could be friends
about
with them. I just
adult
don't
films.
See, I wouldn't mind. Only thing about it is I would tell you I'm not watching your shit. It's gonna make me look at you differently. I'm like, bro.
But whenever you go on, it's like all of a sudden front page. She's that popular.
See, that's different though. I just can't click on the video.
I can't even go on anything anymore.
No, like I would just like I'll let them know like, oh, dude, you're famous, you're popping up. But
I
I'm
saw
not
you on the recommended side.
I didn't know, I didn't watch it, but I seen that you're coming up in my next steps.
Yeah. You're getting recommended more than most people.
Exactly.
You're coming up.
See, I don't know how to feel about that. Like
your new Ferrari shows it too.
It's like having friends that do OnlyFans. Like You I'm sure you have friends that do OnlyFans.
I know no one. I know no one.
You don't know anybody that does
No. I guess I don't dive that deep into people's lives.
Well, I mean, I don't either, but like you see on social media sometimes that something pops up. Like
I feel like,
just a post of something.
I feel like most of our friends don't want their friends to know that they have a only. You know what I'm saying?
True. Well, depending on which type of friends they have. Like, if they're pertaining to a single group, then yeah. But
I have friends that don't even want me to know they have a TikTok.
Okay, I don't know about TikTok. Like, that's dependent on what you're kind of doing on TikTok.
No, Loveless. I've been just blocked by a friend just because, like, I knew she had a TikTok and she found me and then blocked me.
She blocked you so you.
And I was like,
shit.
wow.
It's like that. Hey,
I mean, I get it. You get a little bit embarrassed.
I mean,
it was so funny, dude. I referenced one of her TikToks to her, and she was like, "No,
never
you
again.
Did not see that.
Never again. Blocked."
Yeah, more or less, yeah. That's what happened.
Did you confront her? Like, why'd you block me? Huh?
No.
See, hey, if you're listening to this, we're calling you out, blocking them on the TikTok.
Dude, it was I don't know, but that's funny.
That's never happened to me. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't follow a lot of friends that are on TikTok.
Well,
so.
yeah, I could be friends with a lot of people, but the most people I'm comfortable with is girls that have boyfriends or other guys. So guys, that's easy, right?
Yeah.
Friends with guys is always easy.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm so much more comfortable with girls that have boyfriends than girls without boyfriends.
Why?
Mainly because I know there can be nothing there.
Oh, so then now it just becomes
it's like a switch.
It's for sure platonic. Like we know
It's like a switch. Like I don't have to do any guessing games, right?
Yeah.
Like
and you don't want them to take something the wrong way.
Yeah. If you're like being extra nice to me, you know, a little touchy, I'd be like, you know,
maybe you're trying to feel me, bro.
Step off.
Hey,
you know, you got a man's.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. See, I get that.
But if it's like someone that doesn't, right?
You know,
I'm just like, now I'm confused. You're confusing me.
Yeah, see, that's why
you're giving me mixed signals.
It's literally like like limitations, pretty much. It's like it limits you what you can do and what they can do, and the limits like what goes on, I guess, depending on if they have a boyfriend or if not.
It's like, man, to be honest, man, that sliver of hope really always like gets to me.
Of what? Of them having a boyfriend or not?
No, just that. No, not that part.
What?
The sliver of hope where like, if she doesn't have a boyfriend, right? Mm-hmm. Of hope that like, what if we became something?
I get that.
And then me being an overthinker is like, now I'm thinking way too far into it, and then I have to like always stop myself and be like, no, it has to just be just a friend, because now I'm taking it too far.
You're assuming too much, and now you're gonna feel like do something too much that you're overthinking. I get that.
Yeah, more or less.
That's a hard part, especially because, I mean, some girls are the type to tell, you know, who has a boyfriend or not, and some they don't bring it up until later on when you try to put the move on them. So like, you know, you don't find out till later. And
I mean, more I don't know. A lot of times I do ask though, like,
oh yeah, for sure.
It's like, do you have a boyfriend? Like, I just need to make sure. And it's in my head that it's right, you know?
Yeah, I'm not trying to do too much where like, if I didn't know you have a boyfriend, I'm flirting with you and shit.
Like, listen. If you say you don't have a boyfriend and you have a boyfriend and you're flirting with me, that's on you. That's on you.
Don't put that on me.
That's on you. And when the boyfriend gets mad, I'm putting it on you.
I'm blaming you. I'm snitching.
I'm be like, I didn't know. She told me.
I'm snitching.
See, here's the best part. I could just be like, it's not that I didn't know about you, or it is that I didn't know about you, right? It's because she told me that she didn't have a boyfriend.
Exactly.
It's not like I never bothered asking her. Mm-hmm. You know, I had to make that part, you know, clear
I asked, she said no.
Yeah.
What happened, okay? I clapped cheeks. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. She said
we clap more than hands, all right?
It was cool. Yeah, exactly. Now, see, that's a crazy thing is that a lot of I don't know why, but I would say a lot some people do that. It's like they do say that, oh, I don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and they do go on.
Dude, guys are just the same. Like guys and girls, they're just the same with cheating.
Exactly.
It's bad, you know.
They have the same antics.
Yeah.
Everyone. I'm not gonna say everyone goes through it, but everyone ends up going through something around that.
Really?
Yeah.
So I guess I'm waiting on mine because I haven't done that yet.
It's just something happens to where like personal feelings or someone else's personal feelings come into play, and then it just disrupts a relationship. It's just some type of drama that happens.
That's true.
You know, and then only way to get through that is
you talking about the like the girl and the guy are having like a rough patch,
then,
right?
And sometimes people take breaks,
and then someone comes through, right?
Yeah,
and then she starts getting feelings for
the best friend, or something happens. It's just like,
I mean, I've heard of that stuff. Yeah, I've heard of that stuff.
Definitely. It happens to some people, and it does suck. But some people have to learn from that. It's just another patch.
How would you say? What advice would you give to people who like do start going through a rough patch
and then end up getting feelings for someone else?
No, not necessarily that part yet.
Just getting in a rough patch in general.
Yeah. How do you like keep it so like you two are still close, right? Mm-hmm. Because every relationship is gonna go through a rough patch. Okay.
Yeah, everyone has a time where they don't like a person.
Either rough or boring. We'll say both, because I've had a friend that like just broke up with her boyfriend because it got too like mundane. It got too like.
It just stayed consistent. Everything was the same every single time.
Yeah. Nothing felt special anymore.
Nothing was different. Nothing felt out of the ordinary.
Didn't feel like he was trying, or didn't feel like she was trying. Things like that,
would that be a mutual breakup, or would that be like one person broke up?
Well, in that case, one person felt more of it than the other.
Okay. So then then I can see that. But I mean,
what would your advice be to like stick through that? Like, what would be the best way to get through something like that?
My best advice would tell you that if this person truly means something to you and they're going out of their way to show it, then I would at least, put that 100% that they're showing. If whatever they're doing isn't being consistent and saying, on top of what their words were saying, like, oh, I'm going to do this for you and I'm going to, try doing this for you, and their words just aren't matching up with, or their words are, it's not matching up with their actions. Okay. Then that's what, like, at the end of the day, you need to be able to talk, have communication. If that doesn't work out, it tells you what happens. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Like, that. I hate to say it about relationships is, you will have to go through a rough patch. You'll have to find out the do's and don'ts of, you know, what will help and what won't help. And you don't want to push on someone's buttons if you already know that, like, the shit's been bothering someone.
Okay. Let me tack on something to that. Okay. So should I be worried that if my girlfriend, right, has a best friend as a guy, should I be worried that she has a best guy friend? Because then if things go wrong between us, right, she's gonna go to her best friend. Yeah. Right. And it's gonna happen to be the guy.
So how I'll put that, at the end of the day, that is your girlfriend, and if she is your girlfriend and you have that 100% trust in her, and she does fuck that up, at the end of the day, you got your answer. She wasn't that one for you. She didn't love you the same. Yeah, she didn't feel the same way you felt. And at the end of the day, you don't need that in your life. You got to get rid of that. And you don't want to bring that back into your life if she does, you know, end up realizing, oh, I didn't want that. I didn't mean to do that. You know, it's that's where it goes on you. Do you really want to take her back and, you know, try to fill up that rough patch that, you know, was never fixed, or start anew, which also sucks, and, you know, try to build something back up? But either way, it's kind of a, I guess, lose-win situation. You know, you do lose your girlfriend, but you do end up bettering yourself to learn more about yourself and, like, find other people. At the same time, like,
gaining some experience, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta you know, learn from what happened. And
but you're gonna get that scar, I'm telling you.
No, that's the scary thing.
You're gonna get that scar that's gonna be like, man, should I trust girls with guy best friends?
That's the hard part, because at the end of the day, you have to be able to tell that new person or whatever that person is to you.
I had a problem.
Like, no, you would just tell them that I have a big insecurity with myself, with something that happened to my in the past. I'm gonna let you know, and then, you know, if whatever they say doesn't work well with how you feel, that's another answer you got. They're not helping with your process of healing, then you can't really fix that. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I would say that you being able to better yourself, you have to put yourself in that same situation again.
Right. Right.
But, you know, you have to go through it just to find out what's in, you know, the next area. Yeah. So either way, it's to better yourself. Mm-hmm. Whatever experience you get is going to be the hardest, but everyone that gets the hardest, you know, path to take, you know, it leads to success and, you know, better working for yourself. Mm-hmm. You'll lead to a long way. It's just gonna be hard. Mm-hmm. And fuck, dude, it really sucks for the people who in relationship for a long time. Yeah, okay. That does take a big chunk and, like, emotional level too. Oh, dude, like, it's really hard.
The more time you are with someone, the more you invest, and then, like, when something that long ends.
It devastates you. It puts you in a really rough patch to where you can't trust people. You don't even want to go out.
I mean, shoot. If you've been together for that long and something like that ends, it's like, I've wasted so much of this time. You know.
And now what do I do? Like, that's I think that's a question a lot of people say is like,
am I willing to
go back out and do that again?
Yeah, do all that again. Yeah. Do all whatever, how many years, and potentially have that end again, and then go through the same heartbreak. Mm-hmm. And heartbreak is terrible, dude. It's so bad.
It's so bad, especially for how young we are and how words. I'm not saying words don't mean anything, but words sometimes can't mean something to someone at the end of the day. Yeah. Because, like, shit, we're all young. Everyone who says I love you obviously will mean it at one time, but at certain times it won't mean nothing. Mm. And that's the scary part to see, is that once you realize that love doesn't mean the same as that love meant in the beginning, you know it's done. Like, and you know that you can't trust and mean their words. Like, it's falling apart. You can't. It just feels that emptiness that you have. It just makes it worse. Okay. I feel like anyone could say this, that anyone would hate to see the person they love turn into the person they would never want them to be.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Anybody that I probably would say I fell in love with or actually cared about, and they turn into someone that they said they would never be, or have a friend that they would never be with, it would change my whole perspective on them, because then whatever, it makes me think, like, okay, all this other stuff you would never do, have you done that before? Oh, true. Would you go out of your way to go do that with a certain person that I don't know or, you know, don't like? Okay. So then, you know, it just takes out, you know, a lot of like trustworthiness if one lie turns into other lies.
Yeah.
And you catch up on it, it makes it the worst.
I mean, okay, hear me out though.
Yeah.
I do think that like lies are necessary.
Certain
white lies.
if they're not ones to affect you in a whole like give someone a whole
nother level. Just
if you know it's gonna bother somebody or even make them a little upset, then you know it's a red flag. Yeah. If it's something small like I made you food, but well that's kind of fucked up. I'd be pissed if someone
something like
but something like that.
We're not doing anything today, and then surprise birthday party.
Some shit like that.
Yeah, white lies, very
something innocent. Vague. Something you can catch on to very easily without fucking some hints sometimes. But I would just put it like that. But if it's a lie and they continuously fight back on that lie.
Oh, but the bad lies?
And it's a lie? Ooh. Then that's what it makes it 10 times worse because then now you don't know shit. Mm-hmm. Everything that you were told possibly can be right and it can be, what you wanted. Yeah. That's what's very scary about relationships is the sense of 50-50ness of like how trustworthy you got to be. Oh. And like, I don't know. Like a lot of people can do it. I give props to all those people that are, including myself, probably including you too, all the other happy people in relationships that have that commitment, 100%, trustworthiness and, aren't afraid to have their partner do whatever they want without being worried. That's a good thing. At the end of the day, it's hard to build that up. It really will be. Cause if you've gone through some shit in relationships and that shit stuck to you and gives you trauma about little shit that you hear from them, just know that you're in the beginnings of the healing process. It's like no matter what, anything's gonna hurt, but the way you deal with that hurt is what will change how you are. So
you and Laurelyn have been through some rough patches and
either rough patches together in past relationships, I guess.
Yeah. And how have you two gone through it and come out clean out the other side?
See, when we argue, I wouldn't say it's little shit. It's just sometimes little shit leads up to big shit. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's how a lot of arguments happen. I
feel like that's a lot of points in the relationship where it's like the make or break kind of thing. It's like if you guys are arguing just off little things, right? Yeah. And one of you are probably going to end up thinking, man, I'm done. This is hard. This is hard. Yeah. We're literally arguing about the smallest things, right? Mm-hmm. What we should eat for, dinner or freaking, I don't know, what color the wall should be, right?
Yeah, no, literally.
Little things like that.
Literally.
If you guys can't fix those kinds of, not necessarily fix, but come to an understanding.
Or an agreement on some shit, then it'll be it becomes problems later.
Yeah. And then one thing leads to another. It's like, oh, remember this from the past? And it's
literally
brings back that big argument, right?
Yeah, it makes it 10 times worse because girls have the most highest memory and folders in their fucking brain. Fucking 1997, December 8th.
She says she doesn't hold grudges.
She's lying.
More or less. She's
that's
one of those white lies that's trying to let
that's
you
a white
feel,
lie because
some security, she's trying to give you some security.
Girls may not know what to eat, but they know what happened yesterday at 6:00 p.m. bro. Swear to God, they'll know what happened 10 years ago at 4:00 in the morning. Okay, it's the weirdest things. I hate to say it, but a lot of girls will get on your ass about some shit that happened a long time ago that you probably don't even remember. Mm-hmm. That, and that's scary.
But going back to the little dumb things. If relationships can't get through it, a lot of times they do end. And I think that relationships that can get through it, right, come out stronger.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because
come out so much stronger because now they understand, it's just a little thing. Mm-hmm. We don't have to be arguing about this. And they finally just come to an understanding. Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, other good things out of that is that you begin to understand your partner more. Yep. It's what they want to hear more, or certain things that you say helps them feel at ease more than the little white lies and shit. Stuff like that is another good way to help benefit relationships, especially through communication. Is being able to tell your partner when you're not feeling a certain way, or if you're feeling upset about something. If something is bothering you, and being able to tell your partner, that should be a thing. You shouldn't be afraid to say something to someone. Because then at the end of the day, later it can turn into a fight. Later on, it can turn into that argument you didn't want to have because you didn't want to bring it up.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it because that's how me and Laurel are, I would say. Sometimes as I'm the type of person to egg her on because I know she doesn't want to say it. Like at the end of the day, I know she doesn't want to hurt my feelings. I know she doesn't want to say something to say, to be mean. At the end of the day, I have to be that bigger person to get it out of her because I know she's bothered by it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if I have to do that, it bothers me that I have to do that.
Yeah, you gotta, it's because that communication is like that one thing you guys need to establish, or else if you guys just keep holding in things, right,
it just blows up later and it's not gonna work out the way we want.
Yeah, and shoot, if you're me and you're a overthinker, that's that little thing that like you've been holding on to turns into a bigger thing. You start like hating her for some reason.
No, dude, it's funny because that's how she is. She's the way you are. She will overthink shit. She'll think I'm thinking a certain way, but I have not even close to the thought process I was.
Exactly.
She's thinking about, I can go cheat on this girl, bro. I'm thinking about that hot dog that's down the street right there, bro. I seen it with the onions and the bacon on top, wrapped in the bacon.
You thought I was looking at her buns? No, I was looking at the hot dog buns.
Exactly,
bro.
like that. That's the type of that's the type of thinking that happens with guys and girls. Like they think more into perspective of other shit, while we could be thinking about the simplest thing, and little stuff like that. Turns into arguments. Little stuff like that can be a bothersome to her or the other partner. And that's another good way of being able to learn how to communicate with your partner.
Yeah, that's what I like about you and Lauren. Is that you guys got that like really good communication, where she could just tell you, hey,
Oh, no. All right, you know what?
Well, she gets it out of you. When you get at her, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm just going to be nice and let you say that. But yes, it's pretty much like that. She has been working on it. I'll give her that. Like the times that we do argue about stuff like that, she has been, fixing stuff she's been fixing. I've been fixing stuff that need to be changing.
And you know what? That's good on you for doing the work to getting to know what's
bothering her.
Yeah, problems with. Yeah, and that's also good on her for letting herself open up.
Yeah,
and tell you, hey, I don't like it when you fart in my face.
Yeah, shit like that, dude. Like I'm sorry I gave you pink eye, but you needed it, okay? You don't want to go to work. That's how it is.
You didn't want to go to work.
You wanted to call out, but I gave you a reason. Exactly. You're happy now?
But now you have a reason to go to the hospital and actually get a,
doctor's note, real quick. Come on. But yeah, like it's just stuff like that helps you learn about your partner more. It just helps you guys out in a better sense. And, it takes time. It really does take time to find out more about your partner, and that's the whole part of life. But, so whoever is listening, I don't want you guys to rush into a relationship right away.
Oh, dude. But at the same time,
enjoy it. I want you to, I will say enjoy it. Do what you can, do what you want in the relationship. At the end of the day, just know that, what's right and wrong, bruh. Literally. If you have to second guess on something that you're doing, that's automatically a no. That's automatically a red flag that you should know. If you're already thinking, oh, can I hang out with this person? Will that bother them? That's where you already think. Now let me ask my partner if this is a bothersome thing to them.
Yeah,
something like that. It's just another thing of being able to think about second guessing shit.
Loveless, that kind of reminded me of something that happened today. And this is off topic. This is very off topic. That's okay. Do you remember today when we got the pizza, right?
Yes.
And what was it? You said, oh. We saw this homeless person, and you're like, would it be effed up if
I ate the pizza but I gave him the crust? Would that be fucked up? And if you have to second guess it
I told you I was like, if you had to think it was effed up, it's probably
effed up.
If it would be effed up, it's probably effed up.
See, that's the great example right there. If I'm already thinking, would it be fucked up if I did this? That's already fucked up.
That's probably effed up. It's probably effed up.
Like I already sound like a dick. Just be like, I'm gonna give a homeless person my crust.
Yeah.
Hey, food is food. Hey, they already go in scraps. Okay, I'm not saying that to justify it, but same thing.
But it's disgusting.
Either way, they already eat my leftovers in the same plate I give them. Am I wrong or am I right? Okay.
I don't know. Was it effed up?
No, it was not.
It would be effed up.
No, it would not. Yes, it would. He said thank you. Okay.
Love is always thinking like, man, would it be effed up if I spit in his waters?
That's different. You would have only done that on your boss. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. It's whatever. I'm not like that type of person. I would never spit in someone's water. What about some other relationship advice you got for somebody?
Shoot, I don't have too much. I mean, I could ask you about things, but I don't have advice in general.
All right, what other questions you got?
Let's see. Just because I hung out with someone recently and she kind of put this into my head. Mm-hmm. And I kind of made a decision about this too. Would you, if you were single, right? Would you much prefer to date a girl who has prior relationship experience,
or someone
who has never had relationship experience?
But I have relationship experience.
Sure, yeah. As you are now. As I am now. As you are now.
I hate to say it.
But single.
I would date someone with experience.
With experience.
Yes.
Interesting.
Only saying this because, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people who's probably never been in a relationship.
Okay.
But the people who have never been in a relationship don't know about those relationship habits.
Right.
And they don't know about certain things that shouldn't be done and certain things that shouldn't be said, especially in a relationship.
Yeah. Okay.
And a lot of people who are fresh in a relationship don't know a whole bunch about reassurance.
I agree.
Reassurance is a very hard thing because everyone has it differently. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Girls like a lot of things being said, but at the end of the day, actions mean louder than words.
Yeah. Okay.
So, there's a lot of people who are new that could be new in a relationship and say all these shit that they'll do or want to do. Mm-hmm. They just won't get to it because they've never done it. They've never done this type of stuff. You know what I mean? So it makes it hard for a new person because the person who's already have experience will already be expecting something. They'll already be expecting something to be done a certain way.
Okay.
And it does suck that person who's never got an experience won't know how to do those things. Mm-hmm. They won't know to go the extra length to make them feel better, and it makes it hard. And it's the same thing with jobs. Like, bro, you need experience to get that job, but they won't try. They won't let you try. So it's just really hard. I'm just gonna have to say that you would
much prefer to date.
I would prefer to date someone that's experienced. But if you have a chance to bond or make a connection with someone that's never been in one, and you will be able to teach them, and not be your their first test subject just to teach them.
Sure.
But to just, I guess, catch a bond off somebody that's
okay,
and do that.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Because now I'm gonna go because now you're going into the other side, right?
Okay.
And this is actually my take.
Okay.
I would much prefer to date someone
new
without prior dating experience.
Okay.
Not to say that I would not date someone
but
that has prefer prior dating experience, but if I were to have to choose between the two, I would date someone who hasn't.
Okay, why?
Me being in that has prior experience, I know what I want, right?
Yeah.
The person who hasn't, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't know how to,
do all those things.
Basically a blank slate.
Yeah.
I feel like if people have the patience, right? And I feel like I do have a lot of patience.
Yeah.
With people, then you could obviously teach together, right? Learn together. And I feel like it's a lot of verbal stuff where it's like, hey, this is what I like in a relationship.
This is what I don't like.
This is what I don't like. I know you don't know what you like or don't like, but
we'll find out.
We can figure that out together. So there's that, right?
Yeah.
But with people who have been in a prior relationship, they probably know what they like, and it might not be what you like.
Exactly.
And you those two things might not mix, and that might become like a slight problem.
Yeah.
So it's like your expectations and her so my expectations and her expectations
it's totally different.
Might be completely different things.
Very sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not doing the things she's expecting from me, and she's not doing the things I'm expecting from her. Or it could just be one or the other, right?
Yeah.
She's doing it, but I'm not doing it, or I'm doing it, but she's not doing it, right? So those expectations sometimes clash.
Yeah.
Is what I'm getting to. It's like, because there's this huge range of just experience and expectations. Yeah.
See, what I will say on your part, what you're saying about you guys experiencing stuff, I would say that is a good thing that you guys do clash on shit, because then you do find out what you guys do like.
Yeah.
That is a very good thing. You guys do get to butt heads and see.
Yeah, it's not always a bad thing. She doesn't like this
because I like it, but that's a very good thing, and I guess another way to learn about your partner. That's another good way. I like that one.
Yeah. So that's more or less the reasons why I would go, like, just if she didn't have a prior experience, is mainly because, like, I'm willing to do, wait and see what she wants, right? And just honestly, like, dude, if I know she hasn't and then we get into a relationship, that's probably the first thing I bring up is like, all right, let me know for sure
what you don't like, so I don't try to do those things. Or
just in the beginning, let me know what you want, what you don't want, and then if you end up wanting something that you didn't know you didn't want,
let me know,
and then I'll take it there, unless, like, I'm not comfortable with it. Like,
if
you want it in the butt, maybe I'm not comfortable with it, so
maybe
we're gonna have to
compromise.
Not compromise, but
you have to compromise.
Just we'll get a toy or something.
Yeah, hey, whatever works, whatever floats your boat, literally.
But it's something like that, it's like we can learn together.
Yeah, no, that's good.
But that's only me, right?
Yeah.
That's like from my prior experience, and
that's how that's your
just my mindset.
Yeah, your own personal way of how you think of how you would like it and how they would, vice versa. I get that. That's a pretty good way of putting it, because I could see going either way about experience or non-experience.
Yeah.
And everyone has their pros and cons. You just don't find out until that person comes.
Yep.
And that's the kicker, is you don't find out.
I talked a lot about relationship stuff.
Yeah, dude, it's a change. It feels nice to go into depth about relationships in a while.
Yeah. Get to know each other's mindset a little more. I don't really talk to you too much about relationship stuff. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends, because, like, everyone's relationship thought process is different, which is really cool to hear. Is like how everyone would take on, certain shit that would happen, or, something that someone would say, or I don't know, just any relationship advice or problems that would happen. It's cool to hear another person's thought, because your thought may not be the same as mine, and then it just somehow they both sound like it could go that way. Correct.
All right, I'm gonna take it somewhere else now.
All right.
This is gonna be might get a little weird.
Okay.
You and I both have liked the same person before.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? Like,
two friends liking the same person?
I'll be honest. I hate when I like the same person as a friend.
I do too, because at the end of the day, sometimes with certain people, it will be a competition, or it becomes that, do I let my friend be the person to date her, or do I be the dick and be the one to her on her swings?
Exactly. And
but
someone always gets hurt in the process.
Oh, definitely. Always. For sure.
Whether it be one, the other, or both of you.
Or both, yeah. And sometimes, you know what? Both of you don't even get that girl,
Exactly.
And you both watch someone else get that person. And, it is hard, but at the end of the day,
Dude,
it just
let me
wasn't
tell
for
you,
y'all.
I freaking hate liking the same person as a friend.
I do too. Only difference is that if I know someone likes a person more than me, I will let them have them. Because at the end of the day, I will not go out of my way to...
I more or less will always do that too.
Yeah, because I'm not one of those people that's going to crush on someone else's feelings. And if they've had them for longer than I never knew. You know what I mean? I don't want to ruin something that if they're already getting close and I would have never known they're getting close and I just hop in out of nowhere and steal her. I feel like, dude, that could have ruined their friendship or, friendship that I could have had with that person, just in general. It makes me feel like a bad person if I do that.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, damn.
Your happiness matters at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
But yeah. And then, shoot, the girl, you lose the girl as well, though. So
yeah,
that's like the hard part. It's like, you do lose that girl. You do lose, like, whatever closeness, whatever, right, you had.
Yeah.
See, it's another bridge burned.
Yeah. See how? Okay, I'll add on to what you're saying. So if you and your friend do like the same person, do you tell your friend, or do you just see what happens?
The most recent one, I don't tell him.
I'll
tell you what, I don't tell him. I just like take the hit and
let it go
move on
from there.
I take the hit and move on.
Okay.
And it's a painful hit, but
oh yeah, it very is.
But you know what sucks?
What?
When the friend doesn't do anything. Because now you're feeling like
you're taking this
you took
too much
a hit
time,
for
bro.
nothing.
I could have been in like, you know, with there for a while now.
Sure, yeah.
Bro, I could have been something already with that person where you were not doing nothing with that person, you know?
Yeah, and the even suckier part is, okay, this is specific to me. Don't even know if she liked him. She probably didn't even like him.
It's just they like that person.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hurt that.
Exactly.
No, I totally get that.
And the sucky part was like, if I knew she liked me, you know, that's even worse.
It makes it sound worse because like I let you go. Then it's like telling myself I let you go because I wanted someone else to be with you, rather than myself because I don't want to hurt that person.
Sure. Yeah.
See, and that's where a lot of people have to either think of, you know, selflessness or, you know, to be selfish. Like, do you do it for yourself or do you let someone else just do that? Because at the end of the day, you still go home to yourself. Mm-hmm. So it's either you want the girl or you let it go.
Dude, I'm just so bad at this now. I'm to the point where it's like, man, I wish
they could just tell you if they liked you or not.
Dude, I wish we had that culture where like
it's easy. Just let somebody know.
Just to let someone know, hey, I like you.
Rather than let me work up to something just to find out, oh, we're friends.
But at the same time, I understand why that's so hard as well.
Yeah.
Because I've had that trouble, you know, letting someone know because you don't know if they like you, right?
Exactly.
Plus, you don't want to change the relationship you have with the person.
Dude, no, that's what makes it the hardest is changing a friendship into a relationship because you don't know what's going to happen after that.
Yeah.
If you do stay together, then that's a good thing. But there's so many variables of dating a friend that if you do break up or something happens, do you drop your whole relationship and friendship or do you become just an acquaintance where you can see each other every once in a while at a group hangout or something?
In addition, it's like when you do tell a girl that you like them, right? And they don't like you back, right?
Yeah.
Does it become awkward? Does it like...
how I would say is it only becomes awkward if you both make it awkward.
I agree with that.
If you can address it, like, okay, you know what? I understand you didn't like me this way. You know what? I still do want to be friends with you. You know, I don't want to ruin what we had. So can we try to make amends by being, you know, cordial and being
I wouldn't say...
not make amends is the right word, obviously, but I mean, you know what I mean. I'm just trying to like say it to where like still be cordial and be friends.
Can we just forget about it? You know, it's,
like you know, fucking sweep it on the rug and shit. You know, just leave it. They leave it just there.
Give me a second, I'll find another.
Yeah, exactly. Like or even that. Like okay, we'll take some time. Like you know, just to not hang out for a couple of days. You know, maybe let's sit on it and then you know, then you know we can hang out. You know, try to get back to normal. That's the hard part. And that's what one of the things that scared me during high school and middle school is if you wanted to date somebody that was your friend
during high school, middle school, college. It was in college.
See,
it was in.
I never experienced that
up till now. Well, obviously, because first of all, you got to be in college, and then.
Hey, I was in college for a year and a half.
What with a girlfriend? So, in addition, you also have to be single. True. So. I don't know if you be getting nervous to tell your girlfriend that you like her every time. That's probably not healthy.
Well, I mean,
at that point, you better be confident that
damn near 5 years.
5 years now? Near 5 years now?
Yeah.
If you still get nervous, but I think I like you.
I think I'm not too sure, but I think
I might like you.
maybe not.
Maybe just a little.
Maybe not today. Maybe tomorrow.
And she hits you with the no, I don't like you back.
I don't like you today. You know what? I'm not gonna see you till tomorrow. Then fine, whatever.
Something happened to me today. I tripped on a rock. I don't like you today.
I don't like you today. This ladybug landed on me. Fuck you.
Yeah, this butterfly landed right on my front palm. It was
see
the worst thing ever.
I don't know. Friendships are complicated sometimes.
That's super hard. I don't know. Just telling someone you like them is to me still super hard.
Yeah, especially someone that you've grown up with. It makes it kind of hard because like there's a lot of people that we've known since like elementary school.
Yeah.
And we dated and whatever. But like it makes it kind of weird being not weird being friends with them, but seeing them in different relationships now that you know them for so long. And like if you think about like shit, I mean it's middle school, it's whatever, but like you dated that person in middle school and just to see where they are now. It's like so different. Like they've grown from who they were from like that 5-6 years ago. I will say though, everyone's different from how I thought they were.
I will say people who I have liked, right? Mm-hmm. And then I'm with boyfriends, right? It immediately like clicks for me. I think I'm a very like black and white person.
Why?
Where it in terms of like things like, for example, if they get it with another guy, right? Mm-hmm. Immediately, off limits, no longer like super attracted to them. Yeah. You know, things like that. It's like if I were to have a girlfriend, right? All of a sudden I stop hugging other girls. I stop, you know.
Oh no, yeah, I can totally get that. No, see, the two-handed hug becomes that one arm on the side shit. You know? It becomes that dap up or give a high five to the girl. You know,
right now
it becomes stuff like that.
It'll be a fist bump. You know?
No, stuff like that. See, like it does change a lot in a relationship.
Yeah, it's like as soon as I get in a relationship, like my things start clicking in my head. It's like
I can't be doing
switches,
this.
Like bam, 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 right?
Yeah.
This is off. This is off. This is off. This is on. You know, things like that.
No, like, I get that. Because that's the same. That's the same way I am, and the same way I was before.
And that ties back to like why I'm more comfortable with girls who do have boyfriends.
Yeah, because because
things are like switched on and off between them. It's like, okay, I know for a fact, no go, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And I know where my boundaries are, and you know, shoot, I don't want their boyfriends being mad at me.
Yeah, like little jokes make it seem like, oh yeah, he's flirting, bro. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You could tell he's trying to get at you. No, it's just myself. You know what I mean? No, I get that. That is a very complicated thing.
Yep. And with that, I guess we should just leave it there. And shoot,
sheesh.
That's all for this podcast.
Sheesh, guys. Okay.
Yeah. If you liked it, leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, we do post later. So check out our other platforms on Anchor, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts.
Yes.
You could reach out to us if you want to reach out to us on our Instagram.
Yeah, mine's going to be JLoveless25.
And mine is Not My Martin. I am also doing Twitch. So if you want to come check out and hang out in the chat.
Come see it.
I stream about once every other day, I guess. Every other day, something like that. Shoot, I don't know what exact time yet, but yeah. Anyways, all that stuff is in the description below. Check all those out. That's it.
That's it. All right. Yeah. Take it easy, guys.
Bye, guys.